Republicans are pointing to comments that the president made in 2011 in which he said we could raise 1.2 trillion in revenues without touching tax rates. I guess if it was an acceptable approach back then, why not now?
First of all, there's a different context for those discussions then and the discussions now, and that's something Jay can elaborate on with you in a second. Second of all, let's look at how that agreement was structured. The agreement then was Republicans had offered decoupling. They had offered that on January 1st, 2013, the middle-class tax cuts would be made permanent and high-income taxes would go back to the Clinton-era rates if tax reform didn't succeed. So if we weren't able to accomplish through tax reform, if you put forward, and that could be you put forward a plan that got rid of the charitable deduction, that raised taxes on the middle-class families, that plan got voted down. Under that agreement then, you would have had the type of decoupling that the president is calling for. It would have happened on the same time scale as what the president is calling for. The last point I'd make is that our argument centers around the plausibility and desirability of the tax reform. Is it politically plausible to raise taxes on the middle class, to get rid of the charitable deduction? Is it economically desirable to do those things? It's not saying it's President Jay, no one on the economic team has ever argued that it's mathematically impossible to make up for that revenue. It's just at the end of the day, you might have a question in a tax plan. Would you rather have a higher tax rate, or would you rather have a charitable deduction? I think most people, Democrats and Republicans, would rather have a slightly higher tax rate than eliminate the charitable deduction.